pretty happy with the way the shoulder stock has turned out so far. It was made from the last of my scraps of poplar, but today I'm turning my attention to the barrel shroud and magazine well, which will be made from leftover PVC. When I was a kid and my grandma made supper, she'd cook Monday through Thursday, and any food not eaten then would be put in the fridge and brought out on Fridays. My garage at our home has become our fridge. The 1 1/4 inch pipe needs to fit inside the 1 1/2 inch piece, but for that to happen, I'll need to use the table saw as a makeshift milling machine. It probably wouldn't pass a building code for home plumbing, but the fit is snug enough for this purpose, and the PVC primer and cement will join them together just fine. I need to remove about 6 inches of material so that the rear of the barrel assembly can sit flush with the wooden shoulder stock. I'll also round off the edges of the square block at the end, and then use a little Tamiya putty to fill in any seams or sanding marks. The modeler's putty is pretty easy to shape, and wet sanding with 220 grit paper eliminates any airborne dust and leaves a velvety smooth finish. The real PPSh-41 is made mostly of stamped metal pieces, and that's the look that I'm going for here with this end cap. I'm using a small drill bit for the starter holes before I move on to a larger spade bit, and then I'll finish up shaping with my rotary tool. There we go. That wasn't so bad. Now I just have to repeat the process until I have about 18 of these openings. Ugh. Polystyrene sheet plastic isn't too different from PVC, so for some of the finer details in this model, I'll be combining the two. Plastruct solvent cement is great for joining plastics, which is why I found this at my local hobby shop. It's also good for bonding ABS parts and acrylics, but even though it's not specifically listed on the bottle, it can work with PVC too. The goal here was to heat up a strip of plastic in the air fryer and then allow it to conform to the shape you see in the clamp. It didn't work too well at first. I guess 350 degrees at 3 minutes can be kind of warm. But luckily, plastic can be reheated and resoftened multiple times. After 5 or 6 tries, I finally ended up with something I liked. A little strip of PVC is cut, and the tip of a finish nail will serve as the sight post. After drilling a hole, it's held in place with a drop of superglue. The sight's hood is meant to look like a stamped piece of steel that's spot welded to the barrel shroud. It has openings on the sides and the top, which I think are there to allow the post to be adjusted for windage. Before I cement the sight hood, I'll just add a little tiny piece of plastic tube so that the sight post isn't so recognizable as a wood nail. This video is already pretty long, so the barrel assembly will be completed in the next one. Sorry about that, but otherwise the whole thing would be close to 30 minutes. And half an hour is a lot to ask from viewers, so thank you for your patience.